Well, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I went through a bit of a murder and crime sort of marathon recently. I watched a series on the Menendez murders and OJ, and the next thing I felt like watching was How to Get Away with Murder. Now, How to Get Away with Murder, it went for 6 seasons. It started years ago. It's not a new series. This is a retro review. But I watched the first season on streaming. I bought the second season on DVD, and I wanted to watch it again, but I sort of wanted to buy the first season on DVD and watch the first 2 seasons that way. And I never got the first season for ages, and I never watched the second season, and I just didn't keep on with the series. Now, like I said, it went on for 6 years. They didn't release seasons 3, 4, 5, and 6 on DVD. They're on Netflix, and they're also available to buy on Amazon. But I just didn't continue. And I really wanted to get back and watch the first 2 seasons again, and then watch the other seasons, which I assumed were on DVD and found out they weren't. I bought the first couple episodes of the third season in case there was a cliffhanger, but I'm not actually watching the third season yet, so I haven't bought the rest of the series. But there are a few issues with the second season. I do love it overall. I did get really sucked into it. I really enjoyed it. I kept pausing it, because I just wanted to save it, and I wanted to sort of focus on parts so I could do other things and that. So it took a bit longer than I planned, but the main issue that I had with the second season is in the first season, they give us some sort of shocking reveals, but then you have to live with them in the second season. Some of the things that characters did, you then look at them again, and you're sort of like not quite sure how to relate to them, or how they can get away with what they got away with, and how that's what sort of people are they in that. I'm not going to give away any big spoilers, just on the very slim chance someone watches this review before watching the series, which people do that. I doubt they'll get to mine, but sometimes that does happen. So I'm just going to do a spoiler-free thing, but also because it would take a lot of time, and I just want to do a basic review because I just enjoyed the show. I just want to talk about it. And the part I liked the most, of course, was the relationship between the two gay characters, Connor and Oliver, or Coliver. Now, the Oliver character was really just brought on in the first season for a few episodes, but he was so popular and people loved him so much. They went to the writer, Peter Nowak, and they said, "Oh, is he coming back?" They just assumed he was coming back, and he's like, "Yeah, sure." He hadn't really planned to do that, but he brought him back. It wasn't that hard. He was based on either himself or people he knew. So I think that's what I'm liking the most out of the show. And the episode where his life was in danger, and I actually thought for a second he might be killed, I had to pause, and I'm like, I cannot keep watching. If he dies, I can't keep watching the series. I'm glad I didn't buy season 3, 4, 5, and 6, because I wouldn't be able to watch them if they killed the character. They didn't. But it's interesting to see the sort of pretty boy character, the sort of narcissistic, self-involved character, having to sort of navigate being in a relationship and dealing with someone who is very kind and decent and sensitive, and it's fun to watch. And there is a bit of a Scooby Gang feel about the show, and it's kind of funny because there are things that happen and you think, God, how do these characters recover from this? But they somehow manage to put them back together and move past some of these huge things, because they make these things really big in the episodes, and then like an episode or two later they sort of moved on to the next thing, and I'm like, in real life, no, you wouldn't be able to trust that person, you wouldn't be able to be around that person. And there is some of that. It's a little unbelievable, but the actors make the characters believable somehow, because the stories, and particularly the legal shenanigans these people engage in, are absolutely disturbing, especially when you watch it binge and you watch it episode after episode, and you sort of have to wonder, is this possible in the law, in the legal system? And I'm unclear because I don't know a lot about law, but I really enjoyed it. The end of the third season has a bit more of a cliffhanger. The end of the second season had a bit more of a cliffhanger, and I did buy the third season, episode 1. I did sort of watch it just to see what happened at the start, but then I stopped because I don't want to get started on it. But the best part, I think, was seeing the main character, Annalise Keating, who always reminds me of Elise Keating from Family Ties because of her name. She, at one point, goes home to her family and spends time with her mother, played by Cicely Tyson, and she was amazing and she was great in it. And it was interesting to see her because she's a very unsympathetic character, very unlikable character, very sort of messed up character, and the writer wanted her like that, but I'm wondering, are they going to redeem her? Are they going to fix her? What are we going to see? How's she going to evolve? Or is she just going to stay this unlikable character that we have to sort of manage or not? But we see her at home with her family. We see a lot of the dynamics. We understand her history, what she's been through, and you do understand her more. You may not like her more, but you understand how she ended up like she is and why she's so brilliant with what she does. And it's all very interesting. And I'm going to leave it there because I've been talking for 5 minutes. And like if I go into any of the details, it'll be like a 20-minute video trying to explain all the webs and so forth, and the red herrings and all the stuff that they sort of play with in the show. But I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. I know Coliver lasts right to the end, so I'm going to watch the whole thing. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.